Obviously the follicular cells and the parafollicular C cells. Parafollicular C cells. So again a misconception that people think only thyroid gland only make thyroid hormone. No. It has two. So follicular cells basically they make colloid. Okay, they make colloid. Okay, colloid containing TG. What is TG? Thyroglobulin. TG is thyroglobulin. TG is thyroglobulin. Okay. Now this TG thyroglobulin, once you add iodine to it plus iodine, you end up making T3 and T4. Easy. So that is how the gland is going to work. It is T3 and T4. Okay. So T3 and T4. Okay. So T3 and T4. Then parafollicular cells. Parafollicular cells. Okay. So what happens in the parafollicular cells? It is basically making calcitonin. So remember, thyroid gland make three hormones. Which three hormones? T3, T4 and calcitonin. Calcitonin. So how to remember this hormone? Calcitonin. So remember calcium nin or nil. So make calcium low. Okay. So this hormone make how? I'll tell you. Calcitonin, okay, it inhibit osteoclast and prevent bone reabsorption. Prevent the bone resorption. As it prevent the bone resorption, the calcium which is in the bone will not come to blood. Why? Because when you break the bone, calcium come to the blood. So calcium will not come to the blood. So blood calcium level will fall. So therefore what happens? Calcium and phosphate stay in bone and not enter blood. So they will stay and not enter the blood. If they do not enter the blood, what is the obvious result? The obvious result is it causes a decrease in the serum calcium and decrease serum phosphate. Easy? As is serum here. Okay, so it causes a decrease in the serum calcium and a decrease in the serum phosphate level. Okay, so both serum calcium and phosphate level will reduce, will decrease. I hope everything is perfectly clear. Okay, that is calcitonin. So कैसे याद करना है इसका नाम? देखो, calcitonin, calcium nin. So that's why calcium is nin or reduce in blood. So it decreases calcium in blood, but it also increases the calcium in the bone. So therefore it keep the calcium in the bone. So it's a very good hormone. So that's why this hormone prevent what? It prevents bone resorption, osteoporosis, etc. So people who are having massive loss of calcium from the bone, osteoporosis, etc., we can give which substance? We can give calcitonin. Calcitonin. Okay. Now let's come to the thyroid hormone. Okay. So we'll see follicle, thyroid follicles. Thyroid follicles. Okay. So what is the funda about the thyroid follicle? So first let's make it. So these are follicular cells which are cuboidal in nature. Can you see them? Yes. So these are the thyroid follicular cells. Okay. So first, this is the cells. These are cells. So they are which cells? They are simple cuboidal cells. This is the thyroglobulin, TG. So it's TG thyroglobulin. Okay. So they, yes, make TG thyroglobulin. So they make the TG which is thyroglobulin. Okay. Now comes the question, what is the thing? This is the colloid which contain the thyroglobulin, okay. And what is present just outside the cells? Blood vessels. So these are what thing? Blood vessels. Blood, okay. So blood vessels are present just outside them. Are you clear now? So blood vessels are present just outside them, okay. Blood, okay. So what is the first step? First is, we know iodide is present where? It is present in the blood, okay. Sodium also, okay. So sodium, iodide both are present in the blood. Are you clear? Okay. So first step is they have to enter the cell. So that is called as what? Iodide trapping. How? They both enter cell through a transporter on the membrane called as sodium iodide symport, short form NIS. So the short form NIS. So what is NIS? It is sodium iodide symport. So sodium iodide symport. Once they enter the cell, which one? Sodium and chloride. So they are inside. So that's why it's a type of secondary active. So what? Remember, it is secondary active transport. All sodium symports are secondary active transport. Okay, fine. Now this iodide must enter the colloid. So it does so with the help of a anion exchanger called as Pendrin transporter, okay. And then iodide enter colloid, okay, via Pendrin anion exchanger. So basically exchange with chloride. You don't need to know this, but basically chloride, okay. So what happens? Iodide is exchanged with chloride, okay. So what enter? The iodide enter the colloid, okay. So that is called what? Iodide trapping. So iodide is a ion in the blood. It has to enter the cell, and then from the cell it enter the colloid, okay. So it is now in the colloid. Number 2, there is oxidation. There is oxidation. Now what do you mean by oxidation? It's very simple. We take the iodide, combine with iodide, okay, and the enzyme is TPO. Why? And it make I2. That is iodine. I2 is iodine. So what is I2? Iodine, okay. Now question is, what is TPO? It is thyroid peroxidase. So it is yes, Dean now, okay. So why it is called as oxidation? Because the enzyme is peroxidase, which convert two anions into iodine, like oxygen. With oxygen make oxygen molecule, oxygen atoms. Same way iodides atoms, they make iodine, which is a molecule, okay. Now it is which soluble? It is, yes, no longer a charged molecule, okay. Now third is conjugation and coupling. So what is the third step? It is conjugation. So conjugation. Now what happens in conjugation? You take this iodide and couple with the thyroglobulin. So what happens? I2 combined with tyrosine of thyroglobulin. Are you clear? And the enzyme is TPO. And what is formed? You form MIT and DIT. MIT and DIT, okay. Now what is MIT and DIT? MIT is 3 mono ido tyrosine, and this is 3,5 diiodotyrosine, okay. So what they are? They are iodinated tyrosine. So they are what thing? They are iodinated tyrosine, okay. Mono and diiodo. I hope it's clear. So monoiodo and diiodo. So monoiodo and diiodo. Done? Okay. Now what happens next is, this mono and diiodo are undergoing the process of coupling. What happens in coupling? Just remember MIT plus DIT. So understand, MIT contain 1, it is mono, it contain 1 iodine. DIT contain di, matlab 2 iodine. So it become T3. Why? Answer is simple. It has 1 iodine, it has 2 iodine, so it contains 3 iodine. So that's why it's called what? Triiodo. Okay. And if I take DIT and DIT, then you end up getting T4. Okay. So what is the enzyme? Again TPO. Okay. So the enzyme is again TPO. It is the TPO. Okay. Now what is this T3 and T4 also are? Okay. So remember T3 and T4. Okay. It is called as 3, 5, 3' triiodothyronine. Okay. So it is triiodothyronine. And this is 3, 5, 3' 5' tetraiodo. Clear? So it is triiodo and tetraiodo. So triiodo and tetraiodo. Okay, so tri and tetra, easy. Okay, so why tri tetra? Because it contain what? 4 iodine or either contain 3 iodine. So it contain 3 iodine, it contain 4 iodine, because there are 2 and 2. So 2, 2, total 4. So very simple. This T4 is also called as what? Thyroxine. This is called as thyroxine. Okay, so let's revise the steps in a very simple manner. Please remember so that you never forget them. Easy. So start now. First, sodium iodide symport. Iodide plus iodide make what? Iodine. Easy. Then iodine plus tyrosine make MIT DIT. Okay, and then MIT plus DIT T3, DIT plus DIT T4. Enzyme सब जगह पे एक ही है, that is TPO. So you don't have to remember TPO. Easy है? So please revise it, make it so many times that become a memory in your brain. Why? It's a very important topic. I hope it's clear now. Okay, fine. So I2 plus tyrosine, the enzyme is TPO. MIT DIT, they create what? They create the T3 and T4. Okay, now how do you regulate the level of T3 and T4? So remember, it's a very important topic of regulation of T3, T4. So start with hypothalamus. It makes TRH. That is thyrotrophin releasing hormone. So what is that? It is thyrotrophin releasing hormone. So please learn it, because we'll be very soon learning the clinical importance of these hormones. Okay, then come what level? Then we have the pituitary, anterior pituitary. So it releases TSH. How? When it stimulates. So it releases the TSH. So it releases what substance? TSH. Okay, now TSH will stimulate thyroid gland, and that make T3, T4. How? Basically by TPO. So TSH activate TPO, and what is the result? It causes the formation of T3 and T4. I hope it's clear. So T3 and T4. Okay, fine. Done. Okay. Now comes the question. Okay, so question is in this case, okay, what do the T3 T4 do? If you keep doing this, there will be too much T3 T4. So that's why T3 T4 goes and inhibit TSH and inhibit this. That's called what? Negative feedback inhibition. negative feedback inhibition. Okay, negative. So that means first question, TSH is one of the most important indicators or marker. Are you clear now? So what is one of the most important indicators or markers? So yes, the most important indicators or markers would be your level of what thing? Yes, level of TSH. Why? Because TSH shows effects of pituitary also, hypothalamus also, thyroid. So TSH shows the condition of hypothalamus, pituitary and thyroid. So what is the most sensitive indicator of thyroid function? So you can write most sensitive indicator of thyroid functions is TSH. Easy. So TSH. Okay, now how do we use this TSH to find out or diagnose the level? Okay, so what is the range? First remember the normal value. So normal is, remember, 0.4 to 4. 0.4 to 4. Remember 0.4 to 4. Okay, clear? It is milli international unit per liter. Okay, so what is the value? It is 0.4 to 4. Okay, 0.4 to 4. So don't ever forget 0.4 to 4 international unit IU per liter. I hope it's clear. So that is the value we will always be having. Okay, fine. Okay, now how do you interpret the diseases? So I'll teach it in a very simple way. Okay, write like this. Okay, if T3 T4 level, okay, are proportional to TSH, okay, this is a secondary problem. It is a secondary disorder. Okay, will you remember this? If T3 T4 and TSH both, they are secondary. Why? The problem is not thyroid, problem is somewhere else. But if there is T3 T4 levels opposite of TSH, then it is primary. That is thyroid problem, primary disorder. That is thyroid problem. And here it is pituitary defect. I hope it's clear now. So that is a pituitary defect that we would be having in this case. Okay, fine. Okay, now let me explain this in a very simple manner. Okay, so I hope everyone is understanding everything. Okay, because a very important topic. Okay, so first, once again, if T3 T4 TSH are both rising और फॉलिंग, इट सेकेंडरी. सो रिमेंबर कैसे, अगर ये साथ साथ चलेंगे, साथ साथ तो सेकेंडरी है. सो रिमेंबर द लॉजिक, इफ T3 T4 goes along with, they are going together, साथ साथ, similar, it is secondary. If they are opposite, पा है ना, पा तो प्राइमरी. Primary is opposite, and if they are going together, साथ साथ, okay, together, same, increase decrease, same, that is साथ साथ. हिंदी में साथ साथ बोलते हैं ना, that is secondary. So if similar, it is secondary. If opposite, it is primary. Easy. Okay, now let's do a diagnostic chart and understand the problem. Okay, we'll start right here. TSH, T3 T4 and diagnosis. So please start with me. Okay, so let's start. Okay, first is TSH level are high, T3 T4 levels are also high. So obviously it is not caused by what? It is not caused by thyroid gland, it is caused by this. So both are rising. So it's a hyperthyroidism but caused by pituitary. So diagnosis is secondary hyperthyroidism. Are you clear? Example, pituitary adenoma. Clear? Pituitary adenoma. Okay, clear? But if there is increased T3 T4 but decrease opposite, it is primary hyperthyroidism. So how do you know it is hyper or hypo? If there is an increased T3 T4, it is hyperthyroidism. Okay, clear? So it is hyperthyroidism. Okay, now how do you know it's primary or secondary? So I told you, if there is increased level of TSH, this is secondary. Are you clear now? It is secondary in this case. Okay, but if there is a decrease in the TSH, it is primary. Easy. So if they are going साथ together, it is secondary. If one is rising, other falling, it is primary. Remember. And then high T3 T4 is hyper. Example, Graves disease. Graves disease. And Graves is now classified as what? Which type of hypersensitivity? Technically it was earlier type 2, but now it is classified as type 5 hypersensitivity. So also called as type 5. If they don't give 5, 2. So type 2 and 5 hypersensitivity. So it's type 2 and type 5. Okay, fine. So I hope all are understanding. It's very important topic. Okay, yes, very good. Okay, then again apply the logic. Logic is there is a decrease in TSH, decrease T3 T4. Both are decreasing, primary or secondary. Diagnosis. What is the diagnosis of this patient? First tell me the name. It's primary or secondary? Is it primary or secondary? Both are decreasing. Diagnosis. Both are decreasing. I'll just get my water 1 second, okay? Tell me, yes. Very good. Sodium, glucose, bhai. Samraj, understand please. Ashu, very good. GB. Navjot, very good. Mudita, Mohit, Lucifer, Kruti, Mannat, Shravan, Sorash, understand. Meshram, Ashu, very good. Okay. अरे बताया तो है. If they are going together up or down, साथ, same direction. If they are going same, it is secondary. Same is secondary. If they are going opposite, pa bola to opposite, pa primary, है ना? So they are both going down. It is what? Secondary. Very good. Now you are coming in action. Yes, it is obviously secondary. Very good. Okay. So all are replying yes. Okay, Sukanta. Yes, it is secondary. Himanshu, Viral are typing. Let's see their answers. Okay. Very good. Himanshu. Yes, it is secondary. Viral, what is the answer? Viral, I think. Viral, what is the answer? Very good. Okay. So it is secondary hypothyroidism. Okay. So it is secondary. So there is a hypothyroidism because of which problem? Pituitary problem or thyroid? Yes, it is thyroid or pituitary. It's a pituitary problem. Example very famous, that is pituitary necrosis. Pituitary necrosis. And very common cause is postpartum pituitary necrosis. Okay. So pituitary necrosis postpartum. Also called as what? Very famous name of disease. Yes. Sid, very right. Okay. So what is this condition called as? Postpartum necrosis of pituitary gland. Postpartum. I'll write bracket postpartum. Very famous name. Postpartum tell me. What is the name? Yes, Sheehan's. Very good. It is also called as Sheehan syndrome. So in Sheehan syndrome, you will see both declining, TSH also, T3, T4 also. Very good, okay, perfect, okay. Now we will see the other concept, okay. So we will see the other concept. Very good, Shehans, okay. Now there is reverse. There is decreased T3, T4 but increased TSH. What is the diagnosis? Give full diagnosis, okay. Condition and diagnosis. Tell me. Okay, yes, it is primary. Very good. Primary hypo hypothyroidism. Why hypo? Because you know there is obviously a reduced thyroid level, so it is hypothyroidism. That is clear. And why it is primary? Because I told you again, they are going in what direction? Opposite, cross. So cross is primary. Very good, okay. Example, so many examples are there. Most likely if you want to say example is iodine deficiency goiter, okay, clear, or anything like even destruction, autoimmune destruction, which one? Hashimoto's, okay. So when there's a destruction of gland, what happens? It causes decreased T3, T4 and TSH increase because of loss of feedback inhibition, so TSH level rise. So it is, yes, iodine deficiency is very common, okay. So it's a, yes, it is going to be hypothyroidism which cause myxedema, okay. Very good. So I think you all understood this, okay. Okay, let's move, okay. Next is, what are the difference between T3 and T4? So make a table, T3, T4. T3, yes, goiter, iodine deficiency, okay, clear? Chalo. Now we will see. First understand activity wise T3 is very strong. It is 5 times more. This is less. So once T4 is less, that means it is going to act what? Not much. Who is going to act everywhere? T3 is the one who is the main hormone. So therefore the T4 must be converted and what? Converted to T3. So that is why T3. So T4 convert to T3 inside cell. So who's main in the cell? T3. So T3 is primarily in the cell and T4 is outside, that is everywhere, okay. So it is main outside. So which is outside the cells? In the blood, metabolism, all thing. Answer is T4. And what is there in the cells? It is T3. So that is why, where do the hormone act? In the cell. So what is the main one inside the cell? The answer is T3 is the main one inside the cell. I hope it's clear now. Okay. Chalo, okay. Fine. Okay. So medicine part we'll do later. See, I am trying to cover as much related medicine as possible so that you are able to use the physiology notes for medicine correlation, okay. Now therefore what happens? Production is more where? Everything is going to be more for T4. So activity wise, who wins? It is T3, but rest all T4 will win. So it is how much? It is 90%. It is 9%. So who is produced more? T4. Secretion, again, this how much? 90, it is around 80 microgram a day. This is just 4. This is just 4 microgram a day, okay. Yes, okay, fine, okay, clear, okay. Then what is the, it is secretion, not secondary. What is the half life? So obviously longer life. So remember, it is 6 to 7 days. It is just 1 to 2 days. So what do you see? Everything, who's winning? T4 is max. Everything, amount, secretion, production, transportation, half-life, all. Okay, even protein binding, plasma protein binding. It is more, 99.98%. It is less, 99%. So everything, who's the winner? Which one is winner? T3 is the, what in the case? T3 is the loser, T4 is the winner. Okay, now one question is there, that is activity wise. Okay, so that is an and main plasma protein. So the main plasma protein we are having is which one? It is in this case T3 albumin. Here it is the TBG and TBPA. What is that? It is thyroid binding globulin and thyroid binding prealbumin. Are you clear? So it is thyroid binding pre. So just remember one thing, albumin is for T3. Okay, and I think this question was again asked in the exam. Okay, I don't remember the exact statement, but this was again asked in the exam, that T3 is primarily carried by what? So T3 goes with albumin, and I even give a mnemonic that T3 terminal is the airport. So what is the main airport in Delhi? When you come back, it is T3. So always say A for airport and T3. So T3 airport is which one? The case. So remember, again, this was the 31st August exam. Yes or no? 2020. Yes or no? Anyone who can verify? Because I just knew this question verbally. Okay, I am still collecting the questions. So was it there or not there? This question. Anyone can verify this question was there? T3 bind what? Albumin or this? Very good. Okay, that means you have covered almost 5 MCQs till now. Okay, see, and you can check my notes. Okay, those who are already my students, they know I have taught this already. What is the main transporter for T3 and T4? Okay, clear? Here TBG is the main, here T3 albumin, and I even said this table is important. Okay, fine. Okay, chalo, good. Let's move. Okay, next we will see the conversion factor. Okay, so right, peripheral conversion mechanism. Okay, clear? So some people keep accusing कि sir note से question नहीं आते. Reason is they are giving questions which are not that simple. Okay, we don't expect that people will remember albumin or globulin. They are very factual point. So in factual they give the facts which are very rare facts. Okay, and either they'll give very long clinical cases. So that's what I'm telling you. Okay, you people don't have to change the notes. Misconception, sir, should I study PG notes? Are Baba, I teach in PG also. Okay, we want to know and understand. Yes, I do teach in PG. Okay, and the notes of PG, let me just show you. Okay, I'll just give you idea and you'll realize. So these are my Bhatia PG notes. Okay, so obviously there's second part also with images etc, and I'll just show you something and you will say ki देखो, they are around 300 pages. Okay, so 300 pages. I just want to show you something so that you say कि sir क्या हमें ज़्यादा पढ़ना पड़ेगा? No, you have to do smart study. Okay, so I'll just show you something and you will say अरे sir ये तो हम already कर लेते. Yes. So this is already covered, okay. Only thing is, in this case we discuss mainly what? The amount of the binding, 53% 40 in PG, but that doesn't mean in UG class we will not explain. See, most things are already covered and shown there, okay. These are my PG class notes, okay, clear? PG class notes, okay. So don't have to worry, sir, should I buy PG notes? No, you can pass with your notes you had for MCI classes, just need to understand them and remember them better, okay, clear? So if you want, I can show you, okay, fine. Chalo. Peripheral conversion, okay. So let's start the peripheral conversion point, okay. First is we have T4, okay. We have the T4. T4 is converted to either T3 or converted to reverse T3. Are you clear now? Reverse T3, okay, clear? And this done by an enzyme called as 5-deiodinase, okay, deiodinase, okay. If they ask you which is the main one here, it is the D2 which is doing the conversion. I'll tell you, okay. First, what it did? It remove iodine, remove one iodine. So how many are left now? 3. So either you make T3 or you make reverse T3. How much? It is 33%. This is 45%. What is RT3? Reverse T3. Reverse T3, okay. So it is reverse T3. Are you clear? So reverse T3, okay. Now question is, how do you act and control these hormones, etc.? So first understand, in this case, very important topic, okay, understand, okay. Topic is T3 is this much, okay. Now deiodinase has multiple isoforms, so remember deiodinase 1 also called as D1 and deiodinase 2, deiodinase 2, that is D2, okay, that is D2, okay. So deiodinase 1 and deiodinase 2, okay. This one is basically present where? It is in the liver, kidneys, and this 2 form is in the brain. They ask this multiple time. So brain is D2 and deiodinase 1 is liver and the kidney, okay. So liver and the kidneys, okay, fine, done, okay. Chalo. Now we see the T3, okay. So T3 sources. So where does the T4 come from? Thyroid. But T3 come from 2 sources. One is thyroid gland synthesis and other is T4 conversion. So it is T4. How much? 87%. This is 13%. So who's the main source? T4 is the main source, that is conversion, okay. So that is why we can block the enzyme which is acting here, that is deiodinase. They are called which drug? Anti-thyroid drug. So they are called what thing? Anti-thyroid drug. So they block deiodinase, okay. What drugs are anti-thyroid? Like, yes, propylthiouracil, carbimazole, okay. Even iodine can be used for treatment, okay, okay. Now there are 2 effects they are asked in the exam, and people again say ki sir, just ask in the exam. So let me teach you very important effects, then we'll go to the actions, okay. One is called as Wolff-Chaikoff effect and other is called as Jod-Basedow effect. Again, they are very important points. They are again applied points, okay. So Wolff-Chaikoff and this. How to remember? In this case, it say iodine, high iodine decreases T3, T4, and here iodine increases T3, T4. So what is the other name? It is iodine induced hyperthyroidism. So when you give too much iodine, it makes too much T3, T4, and when it does a feedback inhibition, it is called as what? The Wolff-Chaikoff. So people always forget how to remember. So I'll teach in a simple C. Off. What does off means? Shut down. So that is Wolff-Chaikoff is off the production of T3, T4. So in Wolff-Chaikoff we decrease. So off. turn down, off. So that is decrease T3, T4. Are you clear? Decrease T3 and T4. And jod, what do you mean by word jod in our language? Okay, Hindi. Jod means add. So when you jod means add, jodna, add. When you add, it is increase. So jod is increase. So jod is increase T3, T4. Okay. So jod is increase and chuck off is off, reduce. Easy. So check off is off. Easy. Okay. Now we'll see the actions of thyroid. So we'll see thyroid actions and hypo and hyperthyroidism. Okay. So we'll discuss now thyroid actions. Okay. So thyroid hormones, especially T3 because T4 is outside, bind nuclear receptors. They bind the nuclear receptors. Are you clear? They will bind the nuclear receptors. Then they will do is they increase the transcription. As you increase transcription, there is more and more production of mRNA, and mRNA then make increase proteins, which you have learned till now. Now we have discussed. So that cause increased protein. That is why thyroid hormone is responsible for growth and development. So that is why it helps in growth and development, fetal early life. Okay. Why? Because causing the protein synthesis. Okay. Now question is what proteins it is going to increase, primarily or mainly. So that is what we are going to discuss now. Okay. So understand a very important point. It increases two main things. One is it increases sodium potassium pump, ATPase pump. So which pump? Sodium potassium ATPase pump. And second it increases is what? It increases our, which one? It increases beta adrenergic receptors. Beta adrenergic receptors. What they do? You know, beta receptors increases sympathetic activity, and this will increase what? ATP consumption. Increase ATP. Why? Because they need ATP, that is energy consumption, and this is called as BMR. That is called as increase BMR. So what is the energy required for you to survive is called as BMR. So now you need more energy, that is called as BMR, basal metabolic rate. Basal metabolic rate. Simple language, like you need money to run your house. Let's say you need 1 lakh rupee, 2 lakh rupees, 50,000. Same is the body energy. That energy count is called as what? BMR. What is it called as? BMR. So what is BMR? Basal metabolic rate. So what is BMR? Basal metabolic rate. I hope it's clear. Okay. Now let's start the discussion. One line summary. Okay. Thyroid we are revising. Thyroid increase BMR, that is energy demand, and increase sympathetic. So now you people don't have to mug up anything in the thyroid. Okay. Again there were questions of thyroid. Okay. I'll discuss them and make it simplified for you. Okay. If there is thyroid hormone, they will increase the sympathetic and they will increase the energy consumption, that is BMR. Now you don't have to mug up anything. These two lines, these 2 points are more than sufficient. So before I go further, I'll just give a very simple summary of endocrine and then I'll move. So you can write in a box, okay, or the summary, first summary, okay. Receptor I have discussed already, so don't discuss that, that is GPCR and TK, tyrosine kinase. So that summary you know. Then insulin, decrease glucose, and all other increase glucose. That is the second summary. Easy. That is the second summary. Okay. So I hope it's clear. That summary, no. Then insulin. Manoj, am I audible? Is the voice clear? Okay. And third summary is the actions. So growth hormone, it increase proteins, okay, and break lipids. Okay, break lipids. Then we discuss what? Insulin. It make lipid protein fats. Okay, second. Okay, and thyroid increase BMR and increase sympathetic. So this is the basic summary of what we learned till now. Okay, so receptors, there are two type, either GPCR, tyrosine. What is the GS? Pig. Rest all are GPCR. Okay, insulin decrease the glucose, all other increase the glucose level. Okay, then growth hormone increase the protein that cause growth, and lipids will be broken down. Okay, insulin make lipid protein and this for future use. Okay, and thyroid increase the BMR and increase the sympathetic. Are you clear now? Okay, now let's go and see the concept. So what are the thyroid actions? You can write it here, thyroid actions. So we are discussing the thyroid actions. Okay, so let's start the thyroid actions. Okay, first thyroid action, first action we are having, or we would be seeing, is what? It increase the BMR. Increase BMR means what? There is an increase ATP required, and that's why what the person do, he will eat less or more. So that's why he will eat more. So that's why there is increased hunger. So that's why it increases the hunger, because you want more food. Okay, and second question is, not only you need more food, but your GIT should become very active. So that's why, and increase GIT movements. So diarrhea can occur, or constipation. So diarrhea if there is high thyroid, constipation if there is less thyroid. Okay, number 3, what is the third factor? Third factor is, if you need ATP, you will break the glucose. So increase glycolysis to make ATP. Very easy. So you are doing glycolysis so you can make tremendous ATP. Are you clear? But for glycolysis, what do you need? Glucose, na? So that is why you need more glucose. So hyperglycemia. Why hyperglycemia? So hyperglycemia will give glucose for glycolysis. Are you getting the logic? So you are doing hyperglycemia so that you are able to make ATP from glucose. Logic is clear? So we are doing hyperglycemia. Okay, and to make ATP you can also use lipolysis. So also increase lipolysis, and therefore decrease fats, cholesterol level. Why? Because you're breaking the fats. Okay, so how do you make ATP? Break the glucose, break the fats. Okay, now for hyperglycemia, what you need to do, I discussed it already. You need to break what? Lipids. You need to break the lipids and what? And the sugars. Okay, sorry. So what do you do? Glycogenolysis, and gluconeogenesis, which I discussed in the beginning itself. And this gluconeogenesis will obviously cause lipolysis. So now everything is clear. So we are doing what? Lipolysis. We are breaking the fats. How? Gluconeogenesis. Okay. So gluconeogenesis will break what? Glycogen or lipids? It will break the lipids. Why are you breaking lipids? Because you want energy. So when you need money, what you do? You sell everything. So now you are selling your lipids, you are selling your carbs, and now is the time to sell what? Sell your kidney, that is body organ. Na? So when you are requiring, now the next organ to be targeted is what? 7. Increase protein breakdown. Okay. So now you are breaking what? The proteins. Okay. So you are breaking the proteins. Okay. Thank you, Babita, for this comment, because we are learning to make concepts. Okay, See, if you people have attended my classes, you all know very well, I never give you facts. You can open my notes. Every line is connected to next line, to next line. In the end, I give a summary so that you can solve question. Okay. So I don't know about others, but some people told me ki, yes sir, notes, if you understand physiology and revise, you will be able to solve actual questions, not just physiology related, but even medicine related. Okay. Why? Because people ignore medicine. By that logic, they ignore physiology also. And that is why when the paper is medicine based, they find it very tough. People who take medicine as one of the important subject, not ignoring it, they will find paper was, yes, passable. Okay, that means you can still do very well. Okay, so my request, please study medicine more. It is now one of the pillars of the upcoming exam. If you are very good in medicine, you understand all these murmurs, JVP changes, cyanosis, or what, hypertension, all heart failure type of shock. Okay, this shock, so that will make you what, able to solve lots of questions, and you will realize ki yes, even if they make any kind of paper, we FMG people are not inferior, and we can clear each and every exam. Okay, because it's better to make your concept strong. Okay, medicine is like what, physics. You need to know the equations, you need to know the correlation, derivation, then you can solve the question. It's not like what, biology, you just mug up the genomes and okay, dogs, they are feline, they come under this family, they come under that class, just facts. Okay, so therefore I request you, please take interest in medicine. If you people study medicine and you are good in medicine, no one can fail you. If you are good in medicine, I can promise you never ever fail. In fact, you will get very good rank in PG also. Okay, so chalo, let's move. Okay, because I don't prefer one-liners. Okay, one-liners I hate. How can I teach you one-liner? Okay, this is the entire notes. Okay, you can see my notes. Okay, although they're not my handwriting, I make sure each and every point is correlated and they are conceptual. Okay, so are you getting the idea? So this is a simple summary. You are breaking everything. So what is the one-line summary? Break lipid, break protein, break everything. So what is the one-line summary you can add? So what it will do? It will break lipid, protein, fat. Easy. So which hormone break everything? Answer is thyroid will break everything. That is one-line summary. What is the one-line summary of growth hormone? It is making protein by breaking the lipids. Insulin, it make lipid, protein and fats. Okay. Okay, now if you break the protein, which protein I should break? Let's say you are in crisis, you have to sell either your house or car. What you will sell first, house or car? If you have to sell something, so sell what, house or car? Question for you people. What will you sell, house or car? Tell me. Thank you, Stavropol. Okay, tell me, what will you sell, house or car? क्या बात है है ही नहीं तो बेचेंगे कैसे? वाह, क्या आंसर दे रहे हो, वाह सर, वी डोंट हैव अ कार, सो क्या बेचेंगे हैं? ओहो, ले भाई, ये कह रहा कार कौन सी है? कार इज BMW, हाउस इज इन गौतम नगर. अब बताओ. Okay, so obviously yaar, anyone will sell the car. Okay, why? Because you cannot live in the car. Okay, can you live in car? Okay, चलो ठीक है, रह लिया. How will you do toilet? पेट्रोल की टंकी खोल के उसमें कर लोगे क्या? So how will you toilet? Okay, and how will you take a bath? समझ आ गया? ऐसा मत कहना, कोई कह रहा सर नीचे से छेद कर लेंगे गाड़ी की फर्श में, ये टायर हो गए और यहाँ बैठ के छी गंदी बातें करते हो. वेरी वल्गर पीपल. ओके, सो ऑब्वियसली यू विल सेल द कार. ओके, so therefore when you want to break, you cannot break the vital proteins of heart, brain. You will rather break muscles. Muscles are about what? Motion, na? It's like a car. So like if you reduce your muscle by 50-60%, will you die? No, because muscles are spareable. So like I have very thin hands, very less muscle mass. Okay, why? Because I never went to gym, I never did any sort of exercise. Okay, so that's why I have very thin hands. Okay, if you can see, it's very thin. Okay, why? Because I only use the pen. Okay, nothing else. Okay, so therefore you will break what? Muscle. So skeletal muscle wasting. Are you clear? So skeletal muscle are wasting. Okay, fine. Okay, so skeletal muscle wasting. Okay, then after you have sold the muscles, what do you break? Yes, you will break what? Bones. अब रही नहीं है मसल तो हड्डी क्या करेगी? तो बोन. तो क्या होगा? बोन रिजॉर्प्शन. क्या बोल सकते हैं उसको? ऑस्टियोप्रोसिस. और स्किन भी पतली हो जाएगी, थिन स्किन. सब तो निकल गया. तो कई लोगों की मोटी चमड़ी होती है ना, थिक स्किन, इनकी हो गई पतली स्किन, थिन स्किन. ओके, ना एक इंटरेस्टिंग चीज आती है यहाँ पे. क्या? बिकॉज द स्किन बिकम वेरी थिन. ओके, दे आर हैविंग व्हाट? डर्मोपैथी. क्या बोलते हैं इसको? डर्मोपैथी. डर्मोपैथी. ओके, क्लियर? ओके, सो डर्मोपैथी. ओके, ठीक है. आई होप दिस कमेंट्स यू आर पोस्टिंग आर नॉट सीन बाय दैट इंस्टीट्यूट पीपल, अदरवाइज दे विल फाइल अ केस अगेंस्ट मी कि आई प्रोवोक पीपल टू से बैड अबाउट देम. You know yaar, I say bad about almost no one. Okay, clear? Maybe about X or YZ, but not about anyone specific. Okay, fine. Are you clear? Okay, now interesting point. Okay, if there is less thyroid, the skin will become thin or thick? It will become thick, and it can accumulate water because of pooling of water, and it can cause edema under the skin called as myxedema. So you can write one statement: hypothyroidism. What happens? Proteins, etc. Proteins. Okay. Then mucopolysaccharides. You don't want to write the name, that's why I was skipping it. Etc. Okay. Okay. Etc. Accumulate beneath skin. Okay, so they will accumulate where? Beneath the skin, and they will then retain water. This retention of water will cause edema. Okay, generalized edema. Edema beneath skin. Okay, what is it called as? Myxedema. Okay, so what is it causing? It is causing myxedema. Okay, clear? Okay, okay, so I hope it's clear. Myxedema. Okay, so it's very common feature, myxedema. So myxedema is seen in what? Hypothyroidism. Hypothyroidism. Okay, hypothyroidism. Okay, clear? And in hyper there is something called as pretibial swelling that is in front of tibia, that is called as pretibial myxedema or pretibial swelling. So hyper, there is no myxedema, there is only swelling. Where? So it has what? Swelling. Okay, in legs, pretibial. Pretibial. Okay, so that's why if you are getting a patient all over body, even face, there is edema. Okay, everywhere. Okay, and they are seeing whether it is hyper, all body edema, myxedema. Myxedema is my full body edema. My X, और X क्या है? पूरा X. ठीक है, my X को edema हो गया पूरी बॉडी में. ठीक है, so मेरी X को edema नहीं हुआ पर हो गया तो पूरी बॉडी में. ओके, so my X edema. ओके, clear? So my X edema. ओके, clear? Yes, integrated learning is our right approach. Clear? We were also doing one-liners toward the end of exam. If we would have continued doing integrated learning with clinical cases, we would have got very good result. Okay, and we will get good result. Okay, so my excoedema पूरी बॉडी में. अगर पैरों के आगे प्रीटिबियल, सो प्रीटिबियल क्या है? यहाँ पे एडिमा है, दिखा देता हूँ आपको. ठीक है, प्रीटिबियल एडिमा इज व्हाट? इट इज हाइपर hyperthyroidism. Okay, so pre-tibial hyperthyroidism, whole body generalized edema everywhere it is mixed edema, don't forget. Okay, and plus इसमें क्या आएगा आपका, plus there is what, there is exophthalmos. So exophthalmos is what, bulging eyeball, because of what, deposition of what, lots of protein stuff, edema occur and they push eyeball, that is exophthalmos. So pre-tibial swelling or pre-tibial edema, so pre-tibial edema with exophthalmos, the marking is hyperthyroidism. Easy. So let me show you the picture because they are very important concept. Let me get the pictures. Where are the pictures? Okay, I have to go like this. 1 second. Okay, so please see this. Yeah, can you see? This is a tibia, yes or no? Tibia. So edema is not in the feet. Please, I am requesting you. Edema is not in the feet. Feet is normal, no edema. Only in front of the tibia, around tibia. This is pre-tibial. So diagnosis is what? Hyperthyroidism. Hyperthyroid. Are you clear? Hyperthyroid. Then this is what? This is exophthalmos. Can you see? So there is a what? Lid lag, also called as Van Greffe sign. So you can see the sclera around the eye is what? It is exophthalmos. Okay, clear? So if you see exophthalmos plus you can see goiter also here, this is Graves. Okay, I'll discuss it just in some time. Okay, so that is a very important thing. Okay, so if you are seeing what, exophthalmos, pre-tibial, this person is hypothyroid or hyperthyroid. Again it is hyperthyroid. Please request, don't make a error in this question. Okay, fine. Okay, where was I? Done. Okay, so let's do the last feature, then we are going to be finished and done with this. Chalo. Okay, so let's start again. Now, will it all cause weight gain or weight loss? Because of all breakdown, answer is number 8. There will be weight loss. Weight loss. Okay, fine. So weight loss. So weight loss, breakdown of proteins, high glucose level, low cholesterol, high BMR, all are feature of what? Hyperthyroidism. I'll write them in the end. And number 9, there is excessive heat production because of metabolism. So increase heat production. Increase heat production. And it is because of what? It is because of the thermogenic uncoupler effect. Uncoupler effect. Are you clear? So thermogenic uncoupler effect. Are you clear? So thermogenic uncoupler effect. Okay, okay, clear? Okay, so I hope it's clear. So thermogenic uncoupler effect is the case. Okay, fine. Okay, so this is again asked in exam 2018. Okay, now number 10, increase sympathetic. And increase sympathetic cause what? Let me write. First, it causes and heat cause what? It causes vasodilation and decrease peripheral resistance because of dilation. So if you dilate a vessel, resistance will fall. So remember, when you dilate a vessel, resistance will decrease. Okay, increase sympathetic will stimulate the heart, so that cause increase heart rate. Okay, this tibial, this I'll explain later why, because again it is not understood very well. Okay, we don't have a very good theory to explain this. Okay, clear? Otherwise, we have theory for facial edema in kidney failure, leg, pedal edema, pulmonary edema in case of right and left ventricle. But this we don't have a very good theory. But I will give the 2-3 hypotheses later on. If I tell you now, you will be confused. Okay. Fine, Yashveer, Snehal, I'll tell you later. Okay. Chalo. So there is what? Increased heart rate, increased stroke volume, increased BP. Okay. And increased heart rate is felt as what? Palpitations. Palpitations. Okay. Then also cause increased sweating because of heat plus sympathetic, increased sweating. So there is an increase in sweating. Okay. Then it will stimulate the nervous system CNS, and as you stimulate the CNS, it cause increased reflexes. Okay. That can cause tremors, anxiety because of too much brain stimulation, restlessness. Okay. And they're all caused by what receptor? Beta receptor. So that is why in thyroid storm, when there is too much sympathetic, we give the drug of choice is beta blockers along with antithyroids. So why we are giving beta blockers? The answer is to suppress the sympathetic response. Are you clear now? Okay. And there is a restlessness. There is a restlessness. Are you clear? So increased reflexes, anxiety, and also insomnia. Okay, insomnia. So I think now you have got a very good idea about almost each and everything. So what is the summary? Sympathetic increase. So heart, brain, reflexes all are increased, and because brain is so much active, you can't sleep. That is insomnia. And you are nervous. You are having the hand shaking. Kya karu? Kidhar karu? Kya karu? Kya karu? What's happening? This is what? High sympathetic. And there's too much sympathetic, sweating, reflex are there, hands are shaking, palpitation. Then we give what? Beta blocker plus anti-thyroid drugs. Okay, in thyroid storm. Okay, fine. Now comes a question, sir, can you summarize the features in one very simple table? So let me do it for you. Okay, first is hypothyroidism. Multiple reasons, okay, like iodine deficiency or Hashimoto, thyroiditis. Okay, clear? So it could be this one's. Okay, fine. Okay. Okay, and second thing is I'll just tell you now. Okay, since you people know, okay, since you people know that tomorrow first lots of people are still having pending activation. Today was Sunday, they cannot do. So if I keep class tomorrow, it will be a problem. Plus I have to again go to all these lawyers. Plus I'll try to again go to NB, ask my faculties, my professors, okay, regarding all this NB relaxation, etc. So I'll be busy. Plus in case there's a protest, again I'll go, because I promise I will go to protest. So tomorrow, Monday, is a working day. So I will be doing my best about the NBE, MCI, lawyer, etc. issues. So tomorrow I will not be able to take the class because I'll be free only 5 or 6 o'clock. So if possible, I will. So that's why we will keep holiday tomorrow. Azam sir will be taking class, so you can see Azam sir class, okay. But tomorrow I will keep a holiday because maybe I have to go to protest also. Okay, so I'll ask what they are doing, this 30% campaign. So if they want me to come, I'll go for protest also, है ना, ना लगा लूँगा ऐसे ऐसे, ठीक है. But after taking legal permission, okay. So that's why tomorrow there is no class. I know you will say, sir, why? Reason I told you. The reason is very simple, okay. Because of what? There's so many issues, okay. So tomorrow is Monday, okay, and Monday I need to go the NB, MCI, protest, lawyers, etc. Okay, and so tomorrow no class, okay. So we will have class on 8th now, okay. So 8th September to 4 days we'll have class. So 8th September onwards we'll have class, regular class, no break, and we'll cover what? CVS, CNS, Respi, and the remaining minor like the kidney and GIT. Don't worry, we'll cover all the syllabus with clinical correlation, okay. So 8 regular class. Timing I think we'll keep till now, it's 12 PM to 8 PM, 8 hour classes, okay. So I need 8 hour classes, okay, fine, okay. So yes, obviously DBM, this DBMCA classes, na, clear? So they are all DBMCA class, okay? Because yes, I have agreement with them, na. So I'm taking their classes and I'm allowing you because they listen to me, na. So I requested allow the students to attend my classes for free and they agreed. So DBMCA app would be the form for classes 8 September onwards, okay? Clear? Fine. Okay, so tomorrow hectic day, we'll go for all these things. Okay, so tomorrow no class. Okay, let me finish. Okay, so hypothyroidism, okay, whatever can be the reason. Okay, so what will be the response for that? Okay, so let's see. Okay, so in this Hashimoto's, okay, what happened? There is autoimmune form, okay, where the antibodies are destroying, and but it recover very well, so it's not a problem at all. It recover very well. Okay, so Hashimoto's. Okay, so now what happens? First, there is what? Decrease BMR, decrease appetite, yes or no? Weight gain, okay. Swelling can occur in this case. If the iodine, there is goiter, okay, you can have a goiter, okay, so swelling can occur, okay. Then what? Increase sleep, hypersomnia, yes or no? Then decrease glucose, I told you na, so glucose level decrease, hypoglycemia occur, not hyper, okay. Then reflexes decrease, reflexes, okay, okay. What are they? They become pendular reflexes. So you strike, it goes very slow like this, okay. Call as what? Pendular reflexes. Sleep a lot, okay. Then appetite is reduced. So ये क्या बोलती है? Mostly they are females. So what these females, hypothyroid females say? I eat nothing, still I am gaining weight. So कुछ खाती नहीं है पर फूलती जा रही है. मतलब समझ रहे हो? कुछ खाया नहीं, फूल गई. Why? Because of less BMR. Are you clear? Because of less BMR. I hope it's clear. Okay. Done. Okay. Thank you very much for everyone. Okay. Sukanta, I am arranging physiology, na, and I keep trying my level best to arrange other classes. Okay, but I cannot take a guarantee. Okay, I cannot ask every faculty to please come and allow their free classes. So it's not in my hand. Okay, I will try to take my lectures whenever possible free. Okay, request other teachers also. So whoever is taking for free, they will get their classes then. Okay, so the platform we are having is mainly to enable teachers to give help to them. Okay, if we have more and more students, every institute, every teacher will be tempted to, yes, use it for their own, you can say, marketing. So they will try to come and say ki I'll be giving free classes, can you do my announcement? Sir, if you want to take free class, most welcome to advertise your class in this. Any paid class, any this, sorry, okay, its platform is what? Just to help people without any money. Are you clear? So that's why I want as many people to, yes, be in the group so that we are able to help everyone without any money. Okay, if you want to pay money, obviously there are apps, there are coaching, there are classes, you can go and join them. Okay, but on the platform, that is our integrate learning, it will be free of cost for people who just want to get help. Not everyone should keep doing classes all the time na. Kitni baar karoge? Most of you have done my classes already, so kitni baar pay karoge na? So that is what the idea in this case is. I hope it's clear. Okay, chalo, fine. Okay, paid ones, Sukanta, yes, obviously they will be continuing. Okay, clear. So regarding that paid ones, okay, you can ask me later. I'll talk to them. What is the plan, fee, etc. Fine, Sukanta. So free one there. Okay, other classes I'll talk. Okay, let me finish this. Now it's just over. Okay, so decreased reflexes is pendular. Okay, then also there is what? Decreased temperature. Okay, yes, Sukanta, I told you na, paid class schedule they will give once they have the batch made. Okay, so by 10 September they will give a schedule. Okay, so we'll give a schedule for paid classes. Okay, because paid classes they manage na, so I don't have much idea, but yes, 10th they will be able to give us a schedule for paid classes on Bhatia. Okay, okay, fine. So decrease reflexes, pendular. Okay, and also there is decrease temperature. So she is what? She prefer hot environment. So that is called what? Cold intolerance. Why? Because she has, yes, less heat production. Remember what I taught you? Third, make more heat. If you are more heat, there is, yes, no need for cold hot environment. So therefore she hate cold environment. She'll always be covering. Okay, so they are all. And diarrhea, constipation. Clear? Okay, Okay, Sukanta, then you should inform me. I thought ki it is just group. Okay, don't worry. Okay, Sukanta, I'll inform everything. Okay, you can just message. I'll talk to them and we'll manage. Okay. Sorry, huh? I was not aware. Okay, you have joined that. I thought you were just asking about the free classes for integrated learning students. Okay, fine. Now hyper, and treatment is we give thyroxine. Which form? We can give multiple form, levothyroxine, etc. Okay, so treatment is replacement. Okay. Okay, fine. Second is hyperthyroidism, and one more thing, myxedema. Myxedema. Okay, so they're all feature of what? Hyperthyroidism or hypo. Okay, now hypothyroidism, most common reason here is Graves disease. Okay, in which the antibodies stimulate antibodies called as LATs. You know LATs is long acting thyroid stimulator. So antibodies stimulate TSH receptors. So that is why it is given a very special name. It is given the name of type 5. Why? Because in most hyperthyroidism or any condition, antibody destroy. Here the antibody stimulate. So they are called as what? LATs, long acting thyroid stimulator. So they stimulate this TSH and it causes increased T3 T4 production. Okay, so that is the Graves disease. Okay, Graves. Okay, so features: increased sympathetic, increased heart rate, insomnia, okay, palpitations, then heat intolerance. They want AC, they cannot stay in hot environment. There is weight loss, then exophthalmos, okay, clear. Exercise, honey, best way to increase BMR is exercise. If you do exercise, BMR will obviously increase. Okay, so exophthalmos, okay, also pretibial, that edema, then also there is muscle wasting, okay, dermopathy, skin is disordered, so dermopathy. Okay, clear. So all these are the features you will see. Okay, and there is hyperglycemia. Fine, clear. Treatment, you know, it is surgical or medical. Okay, medical we give antithyroid drugs, or if possible we'll do, yes, the ablation, so radio frequency or whatever. Okay, we can use radio isotope to cause the gland to be destroyed medically or maybe surgically. So that is given in medicine surgery later. Okay, so hyperglycemia, etc. Okay, clear. So they are the feature of what? Of this. An increased appetite, diarrhea. Okay, so increased appetite. So this person eat a lot, still weight loss, okay, and having diarrhea. Other person doesn't eat and that is the case. I hope it's clear. So all these features are there. So all these features are there, hypo and hyperthyroidism. So these are hypo features, these are hypo features, these are hyper. Smart person will not go in this thing, they will just remember one line. What is that one line? This. What? Increase BMR, increase sympathetic, break everything. So that is the summary of thyroid. Increase them, decrease them, you get hypo and hyperthyroidism. Okay, so let me show you the pictures and then we will move. Okay, this is what? Exophthalmos, feature of what? Hyper, and you can see this neck swelling also. Okay, that is because of what? Again, hyperplasia of the gland by the increase in TSH levels which cause this. Okay, so TSH activity. This is pretibial edema, again mark of what? This one. Okay, acromegaly I have discussed. This myxedema, edema. Okay, so what are the feature? Okay, puffy face because of what? Edema, and large thyroid. Okay, and large thyroid. Okay, there is what? Non-pitting edema of the skin, that is myxedema. So what is myxedema? Is a generalized this. Why heart rate is low? There is decreased sympathetic. There is poor appetite. Still there is weight loss, weight gain. Sorry. Clear? Why constipation? GIT is not working properly. So constipation, infertility, etc. Why? Because I told you third hormone regulate the level of the you can say gonadal functions. Okay, so that's why decreased activity in the gonad, so cause what? Infertility, etc. carpal tunnel can occur. Why? Because of again deposition of all this connective tissue etc., which can narrow this cool extremity. Why? Because of, yes, decrease BMR, decrease heat. So these are all the features of what? Hypothyroidism. Okay. So I think I'll finish the class here, okay, and we'll be doing the questions in the group. So what I'll do is now we'll be doing MCQs, okay. So we'll be posting lots of MCQs, endocrine, okay, of endocrine in the group, okay. We are only left with what? The adrenal gland, okay. So I'll do the adrenal gland first thing in the next class, 8th, okay, and then we'll do lots of MCQs, okay, related to all these concepts, okay. So we'll do lots of MCQ on endocrine. So please do solve them and try to check how much you have learned today, okay. So I want all of you to get at least 70 to 80% MCQs right, okay, correct, right, okay. Chalo bhai. So good night, thank you very much, okay. We have covered all medicine related points also, we have covered images also. That's what I'm doing, okay. Clear? Fine? Okay, chalo. And what is the mental status? I told you, sleepy, drowsy, okay, sleepy, drowsy, okay, and dull. Why? Because the brain needs thyroid, okay. Chalo. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay, and please try to get the app activated by tomorrow. In case any issue, get it rectified by evening, okay. Chalo. Thank you to everyone. Bye bye. Okay. Yes, and don't worry, you will pass, okay. Once again, okay, 31st August, those who have given, you should pass, and then you should start your PG prep, and that's what I want you to sit in my PG classes, okay. Clear? And those who are giving for December, obviously I want them to study and pass in December, okay. So that is the idea, okay. Chalo, good night. Lots of oxytocin for all of you, okay. Lots of oxytocin, okay. Not वो X और Y वाला है ना, याद है ना, X और Y.